My sister keeps on calling my wife spoiled because I let her be a housewife, but she got very pissed and humiliated when I pointed out why she doesn't get the same treatment from her husband. I am married to the love of my life, Michelle, and have been with her for 13 years, married for 11. My wife is chronically ill, and as soon as it was financially feasible, I suggested she quit her job and stay at home. Since then, I've become quite successful in my career, and I've encouraged her to get out of the house to pursue the hobbies we didn't have money for and that she didn't have time or energy for. We are incredibly happy with the direction our life is going, and Michelle's mental and physical health has never been better. We split the household chores according to how Michelle is feeling. On her good days, she'll usually do just about everything that needs to be done before I'm even home, but on those occasions when her illness is acting up, a lot of it falls on me. I honestly do not mind. There isn't a whole lot for us to do on a day-to-day basis besides laundry, dishes, cooking, and tending to the dogs. A housekeeper comes once a week and does most of the major stuff. I enjoy cooking and typically only have maybe an hour's worth of stuff on the days she can't do anything. I also just generally like to spoil her. I bring her home gifts and trinkets. I encourage and financially support her hobbies. I take her on 2 weekly dates and vacations. I like seeing her happy. My sister, Karen, cannot wrap her head around this concept. Her husband, Bill, works in the same industry as me, making similar money. However, Bill does not treat Karen as I treat Michelle. Bill won't let Karen be a stay-at-home wife. She frequently mentions how he rarely takes her on dates or brings her home flowers or gifts, how he isn't generous with his money, and how it should be their money. Despite this, she has always criticized my wife for being spoiled. Anytime I mention my wife and what she happens to be up to that day, in a cooking class, golfing, painting, my sister gets huffy and comments about how lucky my wife must consider herself and how surprised she is that my wife stays busy. If I mention ever having to do a single bit of housework, Karen talks about how selfish Michelle is for not doing her part and how cooking breakfast was the least my wife could do. If I tell my mother about the emerald earrings I bought Michelle, the spa day I sent her on, or the new recipe I was making for her tomorrow, Karen would make comments about how our relationship isn't equal and that I'm being taken advantage of. Recently, at a family dinner that neither Bill nor my wife were attending, I casually mentioned to my mom how, after dinner, I needed to run a load of laundry so I'd have clean pants for work the next day. My wife was having a bad flare-up and had been pretty much confined to the couch. My sister scoffed and loudly said, "If she weren't so spoiled, you wouldn't be coming home to a bunch of chores." I responded with, "My wife isn't spoiled, your husband just doesn't like you." I asked her why she was forced to work if her husband made as much as I did. She was pissed, my parents were irritated, and I was asked to leave the dinner. My sister has sent me texts calling me names, and my mother has reached out, saying that was insensitive and asking me to apologize, but I think she deserves it.